What is good? Good morning. It is 5:38 a.m. Today is Tuesday. I don't know what the date is. I think it's like the 27th or some shit like that. Anyway, I want to talk about Berlanga versus Canelo. I'm probably one of the only guys that's going to give Berlanga the chance. But he's got to fight a perfect fight. Because realistically, skill for skill, I mean, we all know Berlanga's never showed that type of skill level like Canelo. You know what I mean? But I do want to say this. If Berlanga wants to win, he's going to have to crush him, bro. You know what I mean? He's got the height advantage, he's got the reach advantage, and I believe he's got the power advantage. I think he's got more power than Canelo. He just has to display it, you know what I mean? He's got to put that shit into use. And he's just got to go out there and crush. Like I'm saying, he's got to crush Canelo. He got to go there and not give Canelo a chance. You know what I mean? He's got to go there and just hurt. He's going to have to go in there and hurt Canelo multiple times. And I know that's a very, very tough task to do. Many people don't believe that he can, but I'm one of them people that think he can. And we never see Canelo get attacked to the body. You know what I mean? I think he can break Canelo to the body if he's smart. He's talking about IQ in his little interviews or the press conference. He said IQ's gonna win. Well, show us that. I want to see that. You know what I mean? Because the odds are against you, like plus 900, which is insane. I mean, I understand it though, because like I said, skill for skill, Canelo's more skilled than him. I mean, I don't want to say by far, but damn. It looks like it. Anyway, but I'm going for Berlanga. I'm going to put money on Berlanga because something tells me that it's going to be an upset. And I was right about when Canelo fought Bivol. I want money because I put my money on Bivol. When I watch Bivol, his highlights, and I watch some of his like 3 fights before up to the Canelo fight, and he didn't look bad. I mean, Berlanga's good enough he's good enough for the upset. But like I said, when you put things aside and you assess their skills together, Canelo's the better skilled guy, but he is the smaller guy. You know, yeah, he's been fighting at 168 pounds, but I don't think he's a true 168 pounds. You know what I mean? That's why he's been picking his opponents at 168. He ain't been fighting all the competition at 168. Feel me? So people also got to remember this. Canelo looks good because of his opposition as well. You know what I mean? People think that this is just another low-class fighter like Berlanga, but Berlanga's not really a low-class fighter. You know what I mean? He's not that low-class. He possesses some good skills, but he gets sloppy. So the reason why I'm making this video is Berlanga does have to fight a perfect fight. We're not used to seeing that in his previous fights because he was sloppy. But he does possess the skills. He does have the skills. He's a fucking great puncher. He knows how to punch. You know what I mean? His footwork isn't as educated as like the top level fighters. But in my opinion, neither is Canelo's. I mean, it's pretty educated, but he ain't the most educated. He don't have the most educated footwork. He's flat-footed. He's not that fast on his feet. You know what I mean? Like comparing to the best of the best. But Canelo does possess a solid all-around set of skills, and it works for him. You know what I mean? Like, to me, he's not the best, in my opinion, because, like, if we have to rewind all his close fights, to me, like, I think he lost the Lara fight. He lost the first Triple G fight and the second. I thought he lost the second one too. The only one he clearly won was the third one against Triple G. I don't think he beat Cotto either. I think that was a draw. Depending on how you scored on one of the rounds, it was a swing round, and I gave it to Canelo anyway, and it ended up being a draw. You know what I mean? You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not, to me, he's not the best. He's not the best fighter. I think Crawford's better than him skill for skill. I think Tank's better than him skill for skill. Shakur's better than him skill for skill. And I know what y'all gonna think. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, that's also my experience in boxing. You know, based on my assessment on what you're supposed to know. I mean, not everybody's has been in the gym and learns and was a student of boxing in the gym. So I know what footwork's supposed to look like. And this is shots to Blue Blood Sports TV. Yeah, I'm gonna say your name because we had an argument, and it was hard to argue because he's on his platform and I'm over here trying to text on my fucking phone, and he's just ranting, telling me that I don't know what footwork is. But he's saying that Sean Porter has the best footwork ever. Maybe he didn't say ever, but I think he did say Sean Porter has the best footwork, that he was saying better than all the guys that's out right now. No, he don't. He does not have the most educated footwork. He doesn't have better footwork than Crawford, and we saw that in the fight. How Crawford was just manipulating him and fought him so comfortably and moving around him and made him fucking pretty much dive into the fucking ropes. Oh, because Sean Porter has the best footwork? I don't think so. He's mistaken fast feet and explosiveness with his footwork for great footwork. No, he doesn't have great footwork. He has all right footwork, but his is more like a football. Like he's playing fucking football. You know what I mean? He put football and boxing together. I could tell, because that's not traditional footwork. He doesn't have the best footwork. He doesn't have the best foot placement. He doesn't have, it's just not educated, because your placement and positioning determines your footwork. You know what I mean? And moving the right way, keeping yourself balanced at all times. And he's not always balanced. And he can't fight off the back foot. So what the fuck are you talking about, Blue Blood? I mean, I doubt you'd ever see this video, but there's gonna be other fucking 300 subscribers that I have. It's not much, you know? Many subscribers compared to Blue Blood Sports TV, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Alright? You ain't never stepped foot in the gym. And if you have, then you had a trash ass trainer. No offense. I don't like to trash fighters, but you don't know what footwork is. Anyway, Canelo's not the best. I don't think he's the best. He is a very good puncher, and he has solid defense. You know what I mean? But as far as footwork, I'm not gonna say Canelo has the best footwork. It is somewhat educated, but it's not the best. You know what I mean? Anyways, Canelo's beatable, and we've seen that. He already has 2 losses, and like I said, I don't think he beat Triple G, the 2 first fights. I don't think he beat Lara, you know, because you got to be able to land punches to win a fight, and he could barely land a punch on fucking Lara, you know? Yeah, it was you could say it was a boring fight, but Lara outboxed him. You know, you could say it was a close fight, but Lara, to me, won. You know, to a lot of people thought Lara won. And I didn't even think he beat Austin Trout too. I mean, it was a good fight, but Trout in the beginning was up on a lot of rounds, and you know, he did what he needed to do to get it. I thought was a draw. I could see the win for Canelo, but it was a lot closer than what the scorecard said, you know. And then the same thing with Cotto. Cotto he boxed him, you know, he boxed him well. And I thought, see, that's the thing, man. I don't think people get a fair shot against Canelo on the scorecards. And we all know that from the Mayweather fight. Like, bro, Canelo did not win a single round when he fought Mayweather. He did not win a fucking single round, like, realistically. And the judges still gave him some rounds, which was crazy. Because if y'all go back, man, bro, Mayweather whooped his ass. Like, he washed him. Anyway, that's in the past. But my point is that nobody gets a fair shot. You got somebody who scored at a fucking draw. And like I said, Cotto was a lot closer. What I thought, in my opinion, was a draw. And nobody talks about that fight, you know? I got a different set of eyes than everybody else. I got a more realistic set of eyes because I see the punches landed and the punches blocked, all right? It's all about punches landed. It's what you land counts as points. That's how you score a fight. And it goes per round. It don't matter if you land, let's say if you land 1,000 punches in a fight, but I only land 900. Let's say I win more rounds than you, but then you had this crazy 2 rounds or 3 rounds that you win, and you outland me by fucking 30 punches in each of those rounds. You obviously win the round. But let's say the other rounds were a little closer, and then you win each of those rounds by like 30, let's say 35 punches, because my thing is 100 punches more than me in a fight. Let's just say that. I'm just throwing this out there. He's like, oh, but he landed 1,000 punches. I think he won the fight. Nah, it's not the way they score in pros. They score per round, and this is for the people who don't know. You know, it's round by round. Whoever wins the most rounds, that's how they score it. So if I outland you by 5 punches, and let's say I hit you with 2 more power punches, that's enough to win the round. I win that round. And I hit you with cleaner punches too. Those punches score more. You know? Anyway, now that that's being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give Berlanga a chance. I mean, I think he can pull it off, because if he's more busy than Canelo, and if he's more busy than Canelo and outlands Canelo, kind of how Bivol did, which was nobody gave Bivol a chance either, which I thought was crazy, because I'm like, are y'all even watching what these guys can do? Like, when I watch a fight or an upcoming fight, and let's say I don't know who the fighter is, I'll go back and watch his fights just to see how he fights. You know what I mean? That's the only way you're gonna really make a prediction. Does this guy stand a chance? Does he got a chin? He's fighting bigger dudes, and so is Berlanga. Berlanga's fighting big dudes, like these guys that y'all call tomato cans or trash ass fighters. Ain't trash. They're not trash. They're pretty good if you watch, if you know what you're fucking looking at. You know what I mean? And I always give all fighters credit, but I will call it like it is. Like, for instance, and I ain't always right. I'm not always gonna be right, and I ain't scared to tell y'all that I ain't always right. But I was right about my assessment with Pitbull Cruz. Everybody kept talking about Pitbull Cruz versus this guy. Pitbull Cruz, they were overlooking Jose Valenzuela, but I didn't, because I knew I knew Valenzuela was going to outbox him. And I knew he had enough power to sit a lot of most guys down. But, you know, he didn't sit Pitbull Cruz down because he knew he could outbox him easily. And that's what he did. And to me, he clearly won the fight. It wasn't no split decision, you know? Pitbull Cruz, I think I gave him like 2 rounds, maybe 3. You can give him 3, but that's all he won. I mean, Valenzuela looked comfortable, boxed him, he was even landing nice hard shots, uppercuts, some nice hooks in there, but he kept landing the uppercut, hard ass uppercuts. Like, there's no way Pitbull Cruz won that fight. You know what I mean? But it's crazy that it was a split decision. This is my point. If Berlanga wants to win, he's going to have to crush Canelo. And what I mean by that, he's just going to have to come in there and use his size because he's bigger. He's bigger than Canelo. He's quicker than Canelo. Like, he's faster. He's younger. He's stronger to me. Canelo's on his way out. Canelo can't fight. To me, in my opinion, Canelo, he's going to have to outpace Canelo. He's going to have to keep the pace up and make Canelo fight at his pace. Because I don't think Canelo can keep up, in my opinion. Because in the later rounds, he's shown in the past that he can't keep up. You know? He likes to keep it at his pace. At his pace, he keeps the high guard and he'll lean against the ropes and counter. He's a counter puncher. And if Berlanga can stick with his jab, he can easily outscore Canelo. You know what I mean? And I think he knows this. That's why he was talking about IQ. But he is going to have to hurt Canelo. He has to hurt Canelo. I think that's one of the only ways to beat Canelo is to hurt Canelo. Or just outbox him like Bivol did or Mayweather did. You know what I mean? But that's my assessment. I think it can be done. I think in that weight class, a lot of dudes can pull it off. Canelo does not belong at 168. I think at 160 is like the max where he can fight any opponent at 160. But at 168, I don't think he'll beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion. I'm different than everybody else. I'm not going to kiss Canelo's ass. I'm not going to kiss Berlanga's ass. I'm just going to call it like it is. You know what I mean? Berlanga has skills. He possesses the skills. He has the height advantage. He has in my opinion, he's going to hydrate heavier than Canelo. I know Canelo's a fucking fat ass. All right? And he's pretty, I'm not going to bullshit. He's a strong motherfucker. All right? He's like a bull. But at that weight class, he's limited. I mean, he's 5'7", 5'8". You know what I mean? There's only so much a little guy can do. He's a great little guy, don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? That's why he can move up in weight classes and fight the right opponents based on his skill set. He likes to fight at a slower pace, and those guys at 168 usually don't have a fast pace. They fight at a slower pace, if y'all pay attention. So Berlanga, with his youth, I see it in him that he can fight. He's capable of fighting at a faster pace than Canelo. All right. He's not a bad fighter, but he does have holes in his defense. And that's what he's going to have to tighten up. That's why I said he has to fight a perfect fight. All right. Now, I got to get my ass back to work. I think I'm going to drop another video with this because I don't have a lot of time and I wanted to put out another video. But I think I give Berlanga a chance. I don't know about everybody else. I give Berlanga a chance. And I think I'm going to put money on Berlanga. Just simple fact, too. DAZN has had a lot of upsets, right? DAZN has had a lot of upsets. They should be called the upset fucking channel because a lot of upsets. And that's just another reason because they're doing some crazy, they got some good matchups. But let me know if y'all see what I see. Do you guys give Berlanga a chance? Because I'm going to give him a chance. I don't think Canelo's this unbeatable guy, in my opinion. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go, man. I'm going to cut this one short because I got to get my ass back to work. Not back to work, to work. Early morning. All right. Peace out, JDL Boxing. Let me know what y'all think, man. Comment, subscribe if y'all will, and leave your comments. Let's mix it up. Let's chop it up. I'm going to drop another video. I don't know when, but I'm a busy motherfucker. So thank y'all for leaving your comments if you do. Peace. I'm out.